everyone. I'm going to do this short video to show you what I do to store my number 10 cotton threads. I live in a old farmhouse, 1-bedroom with 1 closet, no closet, so everything's in tubs under a bed if I can fit it. The size, I'm not sure if these are called balls. We're going to call them balls because I don't know. They come this big. If you use number 10 cotton thread or any other thread, you're going to realize they come like this. Inside is this big cardboard round to put it on. Alright. I found a while back and I purchased these plastic spools. And as you can see, this plastic spool fits quite easily with room to spare inside the middle of this cardboard. So each of your balls takes up a huge amount of space, and my cotton threads were taking up 4 bins. And I use my cotton threads, and when I find them for really cheap at the thrift store, I purchase them. This was becoming a big space problem for me. So this became the solution. I was able to use these and downsize all my cotton threads to 1.5 tubs. Now every time I pick up any cotton threads, if it's no dye lot and it's black and it matches a black I already have on it, if there's space on the spool, I just add it to the spool I already have. If it's a new color, then of course I started on a new spool. I got these on Amazon. I'm going to pull up the information so you can get it if you want. The brand was Juvale, Juvale, 16-pack small plastic empty spools. And they're for cord, thread, wire, rope, chain. And they are 2.5 inches by 4.5 inches. A 16-pack cost me $16.99. I don't think I've ever seen the price fluctuate. If you have a lot, it'll be a bit to get started. But I found that it was totally worth it. And when you empty one, you now just reuse them. You can reuse them infinitely, so not a big deal. This is what I do. It's going to get noisy because I'm going to show you what I do. You can hand wind these. I was hand winding these. I would sit here and wrap until the spool was full, watching a TV show, doing whatever. And my sweet husband walked along and said, "That's going to take you forever." He says, "That looks like a terrible job." And I said, "It's fine, just go slow, but it'll happen." And I kept winding. He came to me packing this guy. So if you have a drill on hand, it'll go immensely faster. If this is going to be how you're going to store your cotton threads, and you use a lot of it and go through a lot of it, I'd recommend that you go find yourself a real cheap drill. You get a small, cheap drill. And I used, this is a screwdriver with one of those heads that have the interchangeable heads. Sorry about that. I didn't put my phone on mute. And which gave it like a square base to clamp that down on. Then I used Gorilla Tape at the end so it had like a cushion and something to bite its teeth into. So just load that plastic spool on here, and I always get it started. In this case, I got it started and wound most of it so you wouldn't have to listen to the sound of this through the whole video. I'm just going to give you a little advance notice that when I show you what I do, you're going to hear drill noises. So here we go. I'm going to, and then down in a bowl so it can move around and stuff, I put my spool. I have it almost all the way wound off, so it was pretty well finished before I showed you. I think I'm going to sneeze. If I do, I'm sorry, but can't be helped. I think I'm eating a cold. All right, so here we go. I usually rest it on my knee, but for the sake of you seeing it, I'll hold it up. And here we go. I will wear Band-Aids on my finger if I think I'm going to do a whole bunch and go real fast, because you can give yourself rope burn. Don't do that. So you can go slow. Sorry, what I'm doing here is accidentally going off the end because I tried to look at you and do this at the same time, and apparently that's not going to happen. So I spool it off. There we go. And I just evenly, with my own hand, just guide it up and down the spool so that I can get an even thing. Got to the end. Ta-da! The magic of doing it before videoing. Gonna put that down. Okay. This fit 3 on there. Do not think you can fit 3 brand new balls of these. You cannot. You can probably fit 2, just 2 on one spool. The reason I was able to fit these 3 is because I got them for $2 and they had some used off of them. Not a lot, but some. I'm not showing you the color because that is blowing it out. Alright, so now it's all spooled up. Now this one spool takes the place of these 3 that were taking up this much plus room in a bin. That's a lot of storage space being taken up by these. Yeah, see, here we go. Tons of space. I don't know why companies have not figured out that the cardboard thing doesn't need to happen when you can put them in skeins and make them a lot more compact than they are. They just take up too much space for a crafter with a really small house. And even if I had a lot of space, why waste it to cardboard? And I do, by the way, recycle. I put this in the recycle. Alright, I'm going to toss these off to the side. I'll get them in a minute. Then I got me something else that works great with these. And I cannot tell you what it is or where to get it. So if you know what it is, leave a comment saying what it is. I don't even know if this is what its purpose is for. I seen it, was like, that will work perfect for my crafting. And I bought it for $2 at the thrift store. So let me show you. This guy. And on the underneath, the nuts come off. You can't fit these over the ball. But I unscrew them, put them through the hole, and put it on. Then when I'm doing my project, and I'm using multiple different colors, I can pull off of here and they're kept tidy, and these spools work perfect. Now, when I have a ball like this ball, I got it secondhand. It came with its ball band inside, which is perfect because it now tells me what this particular ball was. And what I do is once I wind it, I will, example on this one, I will wrap that band around this, and I will take a little piece of tape and tape it on, and then it'll be stored with its ball band in the bin. You could roll it and put it in the middle here, but I didn't want to test it getting stuck in there, me trying to push it out, and so I just taped them on the outside. All right, and that is my short on how I store my number 10 cotton threads and how I wrap them. So if you can get a drill or have access to a drill, I go that route for sure. But there's nothing wrong with sitting and taking some relaxed time watching your show and wrapping. As long as you don't bury yourself in 200 balls. If you have 200 of these, which I had a lot, and my husband saved me, so you can hand wind. You do not need to own a drill. You also don't need to own this guy. I would tell you what it is, but I don't know. It just turned up one day and I was like, that's real handy for me. And I cannot fathom to me what its use would be. I cannot fathom what its use is. If you know what its original use was, please let me know. Here at the bottom, even the bottom has this shape to it. Its little feet. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with these little knobs, and it has a center with this spindle. So 7 altogether. It works perfect. So if you know what it is and have a name for it, please share. And then the rest of us can look it up and find it. All right. Talk to you later.